Thanks for stopping in at Down the Road Show. See, here's a prime example of what I've been talking about, the white supremacy in this country. Have you Googled yet prison gerrymandering? That I just found out about this like the last couple of weeks, where they take people from the inner cities, black and brown people, they lock them up in prisons which are in rural communities. These are Republican voting communities, right? Then they take away their rights to vote, but they count those black and brown people in the prisons as people living in that county, in that area. So that's how they gerrymander and jerry-rig the system for voting in Republican favors. Now, once again, Republicans are trying to drop the age of marrying women to 14, but what are they doing with the same thing with, once again, Trump was talking about touting his racism about black and brown people being thugs and criminals and the worst of the worst. They want to lower the criminal rate so that they can start locking them up at age 14, once again, before they're even age voting, putting them in the prison system, so that way they never ever get a chance to vote. They're stuck in the prison system and counted for Republicans in those rural areas for their gerrymandering, while meanwhile never ever getting to vote, while we have a convicted felon as president. Think about that.
Chicago's very interesting because I watched Pritzker get up and say about, we don't need help, we're safe. And you have this governor get up, who's a terrible governor, probably he and Gavin Newsom would be probably the two worst and most naive. They're naive. Either they're naive or they're very untruthful. Chicago is a hellhole right now. Baltimore is a hellhole right now. Parts of Los Angeles are terrible. If we didn't put out the fires, and I mean the other fires, the bullet fires, they didn't do a good job with, they should have had the water coming down, like I said. You know, we're going in. I didn't say when, we're going in. This isn't a political thing. So let me tell you a little story about a place called D.C.
The residents of Washington, D.C. have been chasing ICE off their streets since day one, as well as National Guard, DEA, and other weird acronyms for government control.
It's now a safe zone.
Washington, D.C. didn't need to be kept safe by National Guard or troops or Trump. The veterans have been there.
We got a Handmaid's Tale protest that has started right here at Union Station in front of the National Guard troops.
Why are you on his back? Why are you on his back? Relax. He's not even resisting you, guys.
We have no crime. It's in such great shape. You can go and actually walk with your children, your wife, your husband. You can walk right down the middle of the street. You're not going to be shot, Peter. Washington, D.C. is a safe zone right now. It's a safe city. The restaurants are open.
Restaurants, yes, because we found out restaurants have to be open during the pandemic. So restaurants are the epitome of what society looks like and whether it's safe.
And this city was really bad, really, really bad. We took 1,600 people out, hardcore criminals that will not be coming back anytime soon.
That's right, Trump. Go after those hardened criminals, especially Subway guy.
And I would love to have Governor Pritzker call me. I'd gain respect for him and say, we do have a problem, and we'd love you to send in the troops because you know what? The people, they have to be protected. I saw today, most of them were African American, they were black. If the governor of Illinois would call me up, I would love to do it. Now, we're going to do it anyway. We have the right to do it because I have an obligation to protect this country. And that includes Baltimore. I saw where Governor Moore was.
So once again, he's saying what the Republicans' plans are out loud, up front. Are you listening? Are you watching? Are you paying attention? Because that is how systemic racism, white supremacy, white nationalism works in this country. Has worked and will continue to work until we put a stop to it. And by we, I especially mean me and people who look like me, who benefit from white privilege and the white nationalists, white Christian that are running this country into the ground. Because they're not coming after me. Well, they probably will eventually. But you get my drift. If you look like me, you should be speaking up more on these exact issues. Anyway, stay safe out there, and we'll see you down the road until we don't.